trying to set the mood here. Hold on, I can fix it. No, not 7. No, not 7. Hold on. I got this. And transform. It's just not ruined, right? I'm not breaking the actual relay. Okay, good. Is this good? No, wait. There we go. Okay, and then make it bigger. And then layer it properly. Perfect. Worst thing I'm gonna do is fucking inhale right now. God damn. Trying this again. Can't see a thing. Hello? Anyone? Am I dead? Is this my afterlife? It seems pretty damn boring so far. Nothing to do. But, you know, I don't even remember dying if that's the case. Or, for that matter, anything else about myself. Hello? Okay, no, calm down. Deep breaths. Wait, deep breaths? I can breathe. Right, okay, I'm alive again. Wait, I'm stupid. My eyes are just closed. My senses begin slowly coming to, one after the other, as I open my eyes. It's a beautiful blue sky. Clouds floating gently in the distance, intermingling with one another. My eyes quickly adjust to the blinding sunlight. My hearing, my sense of touch, and my sense of smell all begin fading back in, one after the other. Wind bustles gently through the air, brushing against my face in a gentle breeze, subsiding the excess body heat from my earlier panic. I swallow the saliva in my mouth as my sense of taste returns to me. This should be everything, right? Unless there's another sense I'm forgetting. God. Where even am I? Nothing here seems familiar to me. Well, more accurately, nothing seems to stand out in a way that could tell me where I am. If not for my apparent amnesia, I'd swear I was in one of those other world stories I love reading back at home. It's not be, so it's similar looking, but it's not. Where even is home, anyway? A nearby sound quickly interrupts my confused haze. It sounds like pieces of metal collapsing in on themselves as if some machine topped over. I suppose I should check it out, just in case it's like a murder robot or something. Yep, definitely a murder robot. What a strange robot this is. Clad entirely in cowboy garb, yet also wielding a buster sword? Mercifully, it seems like it's off, but then who made the noise? I wonder what I should do. Well, chat, what should we do? Kill! I've seen, yeah, okay, there's 3 people who have opted to investigate the robot with only one person. Okay. It's like, I'm taking the turn her on and kill her as investigate. But yeah. Okay. Well, if they've shut down, I might as well scavenge them for parts. The sword's probably incredibly heavy, but I bet I could use it to intimidate anyone that comes my way. There's a village nearby as well. If it comes to it, I bet I could pose as an adventurer looking for a place to stay, depending on how common this type of sword is, at least. Cautiously moving closer to the robot, I begin rifling through the various pockets idly to see if I can find any sort of currency. Wait, is that... I think I've screwed up. Partner. Yep, I've definitely screwed up. Yes? You are uncomfortably close to me right now. Right, sorry. Quickly moved back, bowing apologetically. The voice is vaguely effeminate, yet extremely stilted in delivery. It's not like any sort of speech impediment, though. It's more like... It's like not like text-to-speech. The best way I could describe it is if someone were to speak entirely using spliced words from other pre-recorded sentences. Either you are the horniest partner I have ever encountered, or you seriously believe you could loot the body of a genuine cowboy. Which is it, partner? Without thinking, I blurted out. Quick chat. What do we blurt out? Oh man! Oh jeez! Oh, you guys are feral for this one. Give me a second. I need to do something I was gonna do on Twitter. And then we will tell Ambrose how we feel about her, I suppose. I also need to change the stream title and edit. See, I will say breaking character for a moment. I did not actually make a title card for this. So, But okay, let's get back to the matter at hand. And by that I mean I'm also gonna hide the cursor so I don't have to keep using the enter key for this. I'm horny. I'm like really horny. I always wanted a sex robot, so I figured I'd try to turn you on or something. They stare at me, confused. I respect your honesty, partner. But I do suggest you begin saying your prayers regardless. For God's sakes, Ambrose, I beg of you to stop terrorizing the newcomers. A rather tall, lithe woman with pink hair and large clawed hands all but stomps over. She has a cute accent, though not one I recognize. The robot stands to attention as she taps her foot on the ground, unimpressed. I keep telling you time and time again, this is not how you make friends. Yes, but what? They were getting on my nerves. Are they really? Perhaps. Please just go back to town. Apologies, she's quite a handful, to put it politely. But where are my manners? You may refer to me as Scourge. It's just a traveling name, full disclosure. She gives a formal curtsy, well practiced, though not lacking in earnesty. Then she nods acknowledgingly, or perhaps expectantly. What may I refer to you as? Right, my name. I figured it'd come to this at some point. Well, if I don't remember what it was before, I might as well make something up now. This might very well be the start of my new life, so I think I'll live it by my own terms. Not wanting to make the situation awkward, I blurt out whatever feels right. It's, Slim Shade. I will say this is one of the 2 times I will make an executive decision. Primarily because I promised to Nicole that for Leo's birthday that I would honor them. And so, today, the protagonist is named Leo. After Nicole's cat, happy birthday if you're ever watching this VOD. Leo, you can call me Leo. Wonderful. It's a pleasure to meet you, Leo. This may come across as a personal question, but What are your pronouns, Leo? Pronouns too? She's thorough, I'll give her that. Truth be told, though, I'm not really sure how I identify anymore. Well, I can figure it out later. They, them. She gives an appreciative nod. Very kind individual, this Scourge lady. Despite her prior reaction to the robot, her features have softened, with a warm smile on her face that shows she understands what I'm going through. Or at least she has sympathy for me. Either way, it's still a nice feeling. Her name's meant to be ironic, I suppose. Very well, I'll be sure to relay this to the others when we're in town then. I'm Shiva myself, if you were uncertain. Wait, who are these others? Where even am I? Yes, I suppose I should have figured you'd want to know your situation first. Well, you're not dead if that's what you were worried about. Are you alive? Perhaps it's confusing. What the hell does that mean? Well, none of us really know why we're here, or, for that matter, how we got here. Again, out of character, I don't really remember how to do these voices, because it's been, like, these are characters from my D&D campaigns that I've been in, if you're just not aware of that. And so I'm just kind of reprising all of them right now, and oh boy, do I not remember how to do some of these voices! Just kind of just, like, approximating off of memory. None of us can account of dying, at least. Some of us were in the middle of something. Others, like me, were just relaxing as best we could. Then, suddenly, poof. We're here. Given the trickstery nature of the robot, you'd think was being led along here as well. But, I don't know. Something about her demeanor suggests honesty. She seems genuinely resigned in her situation, however confusing it may be. I mean, to be fair, Kath, a lot of, like, Scourge is from the West Marches server I was in, so, like, there's nothing recorded of her. Like, this is technically the second time I've done her voice on here. And to be fair, I did the same voice for Clada and Mira, so I don't actually have an excuse for that. Shut up. Just shut up. There's other characters that I've not, in here, that I've not done voices for on stream yet. To be fair, Cobb, I'm kind of just running off of anxiety and adrenaline right now. I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. She moves aside, pointing towards the village in the distance. We've made the most of it, however best we could. This village already existed before any of us, it seems, uninhabited, yet not abandoned. Almost as if it were made for us. It's funny, you'd think it'd be in more Her expression quickly sours as she seems to look right through me. What's the matter? Get back. A wide fang snout that can only imply imminent danger. I turn around, confused and worried. What the— I said get back! My body pivots at the way on instinct, and in a blink of her eye, her form distorts. Her bones crack and reform in a matter of seconds as she ends up even taller than before, yet also more avian, like a were-raven or something. Before I can even process this transformation, she takes out her quarterstaff from her back, just in time to block the swing of a creature I struggle to understand, let alone describe. I need to put more commas in this fucking lines. Why did I not? It's a strange bestial creature made of a thick goo-like substance, like the embodiment of sludge, bearing down its full weight upon Scourge. It smells rotten, like that of a roadkill on a hot summer day. Just looking at this creature gives me a strangely profound discomfort beyond the initial terror its presence invites. It almost feels like I'm staring down anxiety itself. She seems to be struggling while fending this creature off to her best abilities. This gives me an opening. I have to think quick though. This creature looks tough. So, do we help Scourge out, or do we turn tail and run away? Moan loudly. I'll consider that as an option, Cecil, but no, that's not currently an option right here. I don't know what you're looking at. I think you're looking at a different visual novel. I'm not too experienced with combat, but I'm certain she could use whatever help she can get. I start running over to the creature, ready to attack, but just before I can do much of anything, she's able to overpower it, throwing it off her with all of her weight. The creature, toppled over, quickly begins to melt before dissolving into nothing. I suppose for all its bite, it's really not all that hardy itself. Scourge grumbles something to herself, taking a brief moment to catch her breath before turning her gaze back towards me. I appreciate you trying to help, friend. White Slate. Huh? We call our village White Slate. I believe it's a play on words, though I couldn't tell you how. I didn't come up with it myself. It's got a nice ring to it, though. Her voice in this form is far gruffer, losing the subtleties of her accent in favor of a harsher grumble. Were it not for the clothes or the pink plumage adorning where her hair used to be, you wouldn't even be able to tell who she once was. Her eyes are glassy and lifeless, not unlike that of a corpse. Yet, against all odds, there's still a gleam of concern and care for me in them, like a mother hen watching over its chicks. Though, more platonic here, of course. We've made a peaceful life for ourselves, however empty it feels at times. Despite what just happened, it's nothing like whatever adventures you may have found yourself on prior to arriving here. But it's nice, in a way. After a minute passes, her form gradually restructures once more, reverting back to its prior shape. It hasn't stopped sounding painful and uncomfortable, but at least for both our sakes, it's brief. She quickly casts a spell, using the sprig of mistletoe on her quarterstaff as a focus to mend the tears in her boots and gloves. I understand if you'd... higher. I understand if you'd prefer to live in the wilderness on your own, just like her. But I'd implore you to at least give the rest of us a visit, even if just to get your bearings. We're not all as obnoxious as Ambrose, and even then I'm trying my best to make things work with her. I always enjoyed extra company, you know? It's not often we get new people here. With Ling we can pretend, but it's not really the same. I'm being overbearing, aren't I? Apologies. It's all so sudden. I wake up in a strange land, almost get sliced in half by a murder robot, then a strange goop monster, and now a 7-foot-tall bird woman is telling me I'm effectively in purgatory? Doesn't seem like she's lying for the most part. It's not exactly a heartwarming lie to come up with if she was trying to trick me in any case. But what do I even say to her? I pause to collect my thoughts. Okay, moment of truth, Leo. Here's the only other executive decision I'm making. Choosing to jiggle to 56k to make my internet connection get worse. But the only other decision, because I apparently lied and it's 3 decisions, not 2, is that I'm gonna choose yes, because, you know, I kind of want to encourage you guys to play the game at some point. I'm making a full-ass visual novel. It's not just, you know, for the stream. Sure, for now. Why not, you know? Life without risk isn't a life worth living. Scourge seems nice enough, if sometimes overbearing. If those in White Slate were as kind as her, I think I have a good purgatory here. Especially since, of course, there shouldn't be any goop monsters that I'll have to deal with. Well, first things first, I suppose we get something to drink. I know a good tavern run by a friend, in fact. She gives a wide smirk and grin, as if to insinuate she's friends with most, if not all, of the residents of White Slate. Though endearing, I can't help but wonder what happened to the hearse you mentioned a moment ago. I can wait. I'm famished. The tavern's just this way. The walk to White Slate is relaxed, reminding me of the times I used to go on walks way back when. I should do that again, honestly. Always listen to some music or podcasts during them as well. Looking over to Central Square, it's rather calm, almost unsettlingly so. You'd expect a place like this to be more active, bustling with people. But no, this is nearly equivalent of a ghost town. Various stores seem to be closed, or at least without anyone running them. Most activity here, aside from us, is coming from the horses at the stables. Ah, right. Most of the residents are either sleeping or going through the morning routines. It's still quite early in the morning, after all. Early in the morning? I didn't even realize this since I'm not dead tired. Not much of a morning person, honestly. Chalk it up to cross-dimensional jet lag, I guess. Jet lag? Oh, right. If we're all coming from different worlds, there's bound to be some difference in technological advances. How do I explain it, then? Oh god, no, it's a 50-50 split! Okay, 2 for magic. 1 for horse, even though I know that's not what it was in response to. 3. Okay, I think we've made our choice here. It's like teleportation magic. You know, like magic circles. You go in a different area of plane. Your body's not used to a different time of day. It's like that, both mundane travel. I see. Right, I'm quite knowledgeable on planar travel, so I get what you mean now. You're interested in magic, then? We've got a decent few wizards here, actually. I'll show you to them later. But for now, shall we? What's that sound? It sounds like the pitter-patter of feet. As if someone's quickly approaching us at near light speed. Scourge! You're gonna to the tavern without me? Ah, I see. Apologies, sis, I'd forgotten. But can you blame me? Look what I found on today's field check. Again with the field checks? Scourge, you know you're never she's just staring at me. Now she's moving closer. And now she's threatening to kill me with an incorporeal flame spirit. Ash, no! Put some purr away! You might hurt Leo. That's the point! How do you know they won't ruin everything like last time? The air stagnates, accentuating the moment as if to set the stage for Scourge to respond. She's clearly lost in thought, trying to figure out how to placate her sister's worries about me. I'm not putting flame gunfire pussy into peaceful purgatory. You can't make me. You physically cannot make me do that. I'm sure if others were here, they'd be looking at us right now. After what feels like an eternity, she closes her eyes. What does arm extend Z formation mean? Oh, okay. Scratching the side of her nose, she responds carefully, tone quiet and well considered. I, as mayor of White Slate, will take full responsibility for all of Leo's actions. What? But I'm serious. I'm sorry for attacking you. You can call me Ashen Winds, or just Ash for short. She places a hand on Mapura's head, scratching behind her ears. Despite them being made of fire, it doesn't seem like she's getting singed to any extent. A regular pyromancer, I suppose. She's avoiding eye contact with me, which is fair. But I wonder... It just added third option. It's just. I think that's the ending where Ash just assaults you. He's just like, it's just stereotype. What are you doing? You people are weird. Stop pissing the cat. Hey, would you want to join us for something at a tavern? Be nice to have you with us. What? You were gonna go with Scourge anyway, right? Plus, I'd love to get to know my neighbor better if we're gonna be living in the same village for the foreseeable future. Yes, very on point, Leo. We'd love to have you, sis. Should take some time to mull it over, caught off guard by my openness. Honestly, the fact that she isn't attacking me outright means I haven't screwed up too much. So that's a plus, I think. Sure, why not? Scourge is practically beaming with joy in my attempt to make peace with Ash. I'm just glad we were both able to smooth things over after that outburst. Though it does lead me to wonder what happened before I got here if it had her this worked up. In any case, we finally make our way into the tavern. Unsurprisingly, the tavern is bustling with life and activity. Granted, as active as it can be for being the morning, but, you know, still more active than outside. Ash quickly rushes over to one of the stools, all but demanding of the poor, tired bartender to give her a glass of milk. Also, I'm going to executive decision to drop this conversation here. Like, I know that we all, like, have, like, weird jokes and all that, but maybe not on Twitch. Just throwing that out there. And then just politely ask to nix that a bit. I'd lament on the predictability, but to be fair, it'd be more weird if she was getting an alcoholic beverage this early in the morning. Scourge, being the more relaxed type, saunters over and gives a wave as to apologize for her sister's behavior as she asks for a glass of water. I move in and take a seat myself. Bartender seems to be somewhat androgynous, with pale purple features and a distinctive smirk across their face. After passing Scourge and Ash for drinks, they pivot on their heels towards me before speaking up. Well, newbie, what do you want? Voice is pointed yet slithery, commanding my full attention while still encouraging amicability. They've got a very laid-back attitude, that much is certain. I'm starting to wonder if they're secretly trying to get one over on me. What do I want? I feel like I know what you guys are gonna pick, but I'm just gonna... yeah, no. Two me and water and then two people. So we're just immediately like, you! Three. Yep, no, everyone is outvoting you all. I'm so sorry for those who asked for water or mead. I'll see if there's some in the back. Why the hell did I say that? Nope, out of stock. Try again later, yeah? Pour me some apple juice out of consolation. So, what's your name then? Leo. Great name. Nice to meet you, newbie. You can call me Chouse. That's pronounced Chouse, by the way. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. It's pronounced Chaos, damn it. Case in point. Anyway, It's your story, newbie. We've all got one to tell. I don't have one. At least I don't remember it. That sucks. Well, you can always make one for yourself here, then. Or don't. I'm neither of your parents. You have a breathy chuckle as if to verbally pat me in the back and say, chin up. But honestly, they're not wrong. I could choose to live a new life here, free from whatever shackles my old life had. It's honestly freeing when you think of it that way. Wait, speaking of old life shackles... I let out a small gulp. No, it's better asked now than later. Hey, so about these drinks... It's okay, be honest. I can take it. No, I mean, I can't pay for it. Oh, right. Don't worry about that one, newbie. It's on the mayor's tab. That's right, I forgot to mention. We don't use money here, we're a take what you need society. This makes sense now how small a population is. Yeah, just don't be a dick about it. Or I'll set you on fire! Atta girl. Right. Okay then. What a relief. I hate to get on anyone's bad side in here. Especially with how terrifyingly powerful everyone in here is. As I try to take a sip of my drink, I get hit with a sudden wave of exhaustion. Oh boy. Oh, I'm feeling very lightheaded all of a sudden. My face almost drops right onto the bar as my balance begins to falter. Hey, Leo, are you alright? Yeah, just suddenly very tired. I guess waking up in purgatory would do it to you. Right, that makes sense. Here, I'll show you to what you'll be saying. Scourge gets to her feet, helping me to mind to make sure I don't fall over. She turns to face the others, giving a nod of recognition. Well, see you later. See ya! Ash waves, scaling to herself. About what? Who knows, but I'm glad she's in a good mood. See ya, pals. Headed upstairs to the second floor, hallway littered with doors I presume are to bedrooms. Scourge begins walking me towards one room in particular at the end of the hall. It's this one. The marquee on the door appears to be scratched heavily, obscuring whatever once was there. Looking closer, I can almost make out a capital M. In the interest of transparency, this used to be someone else's room. I hope you don't mind that? We're a bit low in rooms right now. That is to say, we're a bit out of rooms right now. I don't mind at all. But you still live here? What happened? Sia left. So this might be that her from before. Certainly curious about this mysterious Miss M, if so, though that can wait for another time. My body is feeling very... Fuck you, Cap. Fuck you, Cap. My body's feeling very heavy. I think I'm gonna collapse soon. I don't even know who I'd ask, though. Probably not Scourge. I'd hate to make her more uncomfortable than she already seems. That's a typo. I'll fix that in a bit. Maybe Charles? I'll figure out later. For now, I nod, giving a light sympathetic smile as I'm led into the bedroom. It's a rather nice bedroom, all things considered. I wasn't expecting much, but truth be told, it seems rather comfortable. Curiously, a violin is resting at the foot of the bed. Don't mind that. It's something of the previous resident. They, forgot to take it with them. Yeah, okay, so a bit of context. The reason this stream is, like, 40 minutes late is because I was spending, like, an hour, maybe hour and a half, trying to find sound effects and such. Which is because I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do that last because I want to get the scripts done. And so I kind of just like had a hard time finding good sounds. So I was like, no, I'm just gonna use the AAM sound and just see how people react to that. I'll get sounds that don't suck later. I am sorry. Here. She walks over to the violin, seemingly contemplating something for a moment before picking it up. I'll be going then, unless there's something else you needed. And Sketchers is more because this is on itch, so I wanted to try and, like, not use sound effects that are copyrighted. Otherwise, I totally would have just used Ace Attorney and Danganronpa. It would have been so much easier to just, like, pull from those games in Undertale. That's why a lot of these sound pings just sound like off-brand, like we have Ace Attorney at home sounds. But again, it was kind of last minute, and for Chirante. Nothing I can think of. Very well, I'll be at my office if you need me, saying my morning prayers and all. It's the building opposite here, you can't miss it. Wait. Prayers? There are gods here? No, there aren't. Scourge gives a bow before walking out the room, closing the door for me. I think I accidentally struck a nerve there. I can apologize later. Right now I need to get some rest. Right after I see who's knocking at my door. I open the door and, unexpectedly, it's Ash, with a rather nervous look on her face. Hey, can I come in? Yeah, sure. Is there something in particular you wanted? She looks to be in contemplation, unsure of how to word what she wants to say. I give her a moment, letting her think things through. I just wanted to say thanks. For what exactly? For being kind to me even after I was about to attack you. We had some nasty drama a few months ago with the person who lived here. So I've been on edge since then. We can be friends, right? Of course. Don't see why not. Hell yeah. I'm glad, really. If you want to hang out sometime, just hit me up. I'm usually here most of the time trying to perfect my craft. Your craft? You mean pyromancy? Nah, not that. Chaos is teaching me... Sorry, I need to start it over. So I just gotta do a little bit... Nah, not that. Chaos is teaching me how to cook. Oop, there's actually a bit of extra down. The timing, I think I've screwed up some timing in here. Oh, no, it actually was the end of the sentence. Sorry about that. And besides, I'm not a wizzy girl. I'm a druid, actually. But, yeah, I'm trying to become the coolest, bestest chef ever. So I'll usually be here on or at the general market most days. Right, I'll be sure to stop by when I can. You better. Ash giggles to herself once more as she heads out. She's cute, honestly. But I think it's time I finally get some rest. It's been a real long day, even with it just being the morning. I've got a lot to think about, and frankly, I don't think I have the energy to think about any of it right now. I collapse onto the bed with a light sigh of relief and almost immediately doze off. And unfortunately, as short as this has been, this is actually the end of the prototype. Mainly because, oh boy, writing dialogue and proofing it over and over again is actually very time consuming, because I probably spent like 35 to 50 hours about working on this, learning how Ren'Py works. But, yeah, this is, for a bit of context, my internet died this past Sunday, and I was trying to figure out what to do, and I was like, hey, I have Ren'Py downloaded for some reason. It has the documentation in it. I might as well just make something with it. And I was like, okay, what do I make with it then? I don't want to do like Mon Mona because that requires a lot of planning. And I was like, if I just made Peaceful Purgatory, you know? Like, Peaceful Purgatory was gonna be a webcomic of mine. It was gonna feature Ash and Scourge as the lead characters and basically just be about their arc of being able to just like reconcile a lot of their baggage. But I decided, hey, actually, it would be more interesting if I just made it like a full-on like visual novel thing with a self-insert protagonist. And yeah, mythological joke there. The protagonist is default named Prota, is in reference to the original design of the main character Mon Mona of the same name before I decided to redesign them to be Tori. But let's see. This is publicly released. It is on itch right now. And so I'll show you what happens when you clear the demo. I mean, you'll see, Abby. Well, it looks like you've reached the end of the prototype. Apologies if it seems like you got here abruptly. I'm also sorry to say there's nothing left for you to see. Unless you wanted to go back and check out what other routes you could find. If you haven't, of course. I bet if you look like 20 times over, you could find something real special. But anyway, if you liked what you did see and wanted more, follow the development on Itch.io and Twitter. Thank you so much for reading all the way to the end. Take care. And yes, I do actually have a title card for this game. And yes, Abby, I did totally tease Peck in the the apple juice bit. Yeah, I sort of put in just a bunch of names of characters I think I might put in. Unfortunately, I think some of the names got removed just because I wanted to have that neat, like, block formatting. I think I removed, like, Vast and Pua, but, like, it's just basically, like, it's not, this is not, like, a definitive list of, like, who is or isn't gonna be in the game. It's basically just, like, listing a bunch of the characters, because, like, I'll give you a bit of full disclosure. This is, like, being written stream of consciousness. I'm just sort of just winging it. So really, it could just be like a million characters. Or this could be the entire main cast. That's a lie. You obviously saw a mysterious Miss M being teased. And also, yes, the ampersand, like with Hunter x Hunter, is silent. It's not pronounced peaceful in purgatory, it's just pronounced peaceful purgatory. Mainly because it wanted to be like, mainly just, like, there's, like, I can wing some actual meanings that make sense, but it's basically just, I wanted a name that's just initially confusing to read. Like, how there's, like, Hunter x Hunter or Spy x Family, but, you know, just read as, like, Hunter x Hunter or Spy Family. It's more of a stylistic choice. And also I thought it'd be cool to just have it to be able to be shorthand as PNP, just how, you know, it's like D&D, because it's, like, all of my D&D characters. This title card was actually one of the first assets I made, as well as Ambrose and the opening CGs. Because, like I said, I've just been doing this stream of consciousness, just writing it per what's necessary. The game is on Itch.io. I could show off some of the alternate paths if you want. Mainly just, like, what happens if you just stay silent, or, like, some of the other options. Then otherwise, you know, it's unfortunate I have to show, because it's... I didn't realize how hard this was to make. But, if you want to play it for yourself, I'll post it in server announcements, but here's the Itch.io link. I'll also post it in server announcements. Oh, God. Well, if you guys are gonna want to play it for yourself, then, you know, I guess that's just gonna be a short stream then. It makes sense, it's an April Fool's thing. I mean, the whole April Fool's thing is just, this entire thing exists. Like, it wasn't intended to be initially an April Fool's thing. I just figured, like, hey, I'm working on this, April Fool's is coming up. It'd be funny to just put this out and release it on April Fool's Day, and just be like, hey, while I was gone from having no internet for 3 days, I just made an entire visual novel. Here, go play it. It was kind of just a little funny gabagool bit, honestly. It is playable, I believe, on Mac, Linux, and PC. It is also kind of playable on controller, however, you're not able to name yourself on controller. But I did use code to make it so that you don't soft lock and just are unable to play. I mean, April Fool's is that I just unprompted made an entire chapter of a visual novel in a week. I mean, I'm here, I'm live, I could do a bit more and just find something else to do, but I don't know, I'm very exhausted. Like Prota, just very exhausted after all that, because I've been working on this non-stop. Honestly. Oh, one thing I can show you, though, because... let me... Because I actually modified the script to be able to do the thing in the start where it is just a black screen, because normally it just fades into the dialogue. So let me NVL hide with this all been clear. Let me remove this and do that, and it should show the thing off. Yep, I have splash cards, because why not, you know? It makes it look official. I got little splash cards. It's got the signature and all the headmates on it. I tried making this look as official as possible while deliberately trying to maintain a not necessarily amateurish aesthetic, but just like a, you know, trying to just keep it just like, don't think too much about it, just get it out kind of there. Yeah, speedrun! The thing with all the character designs is that I've drawn them all by memory. And just basically also deliberately made it so it's not fully colored in all the time. There's a lot of, like, psychological quote-unquote, and, like, there's reasons I can explain for why I've done it all like this, that I can explain it all, and I think I describe a bit of it in the description on itch. But yeah, like, Ambrose's hat is missing its tassels, Ash is missing the little, like, cheek scruffs of fur on the side of her face that has fur. Scourge is missing her, eyeliner on most of her facial expressions, and the one that does have it is having it in the wrong color. It's basically just, like, I guess I'll just talk about it here because I have a captive audience. It's basically because I wanted to be, like, the initial idea for Peaceful Purgatory was basically like, hey, I've got all these characters sitting around just half-remembered stories and all that, because not all of these campaigns are streamed. And so I was like, I should just give them a place to just basically be immortalized outside of my memory. Because I think that'd be neat, to just have these characters exist even beyond me. And so that's kind of why I just went with this chicken scratch kind of crude memory drawn character design just because, you know, they're all just basically memories at this point. And yeah, characters like Chouse originally didn't have a design because they were, originally they didn't have a design because I literally just used Hypnos from Hades. So I just was like, I gotta come up with a new design right now. Also, the speedrun is... I've actually kind of figured out the speedrun. I'm just gonna do the same choices so you guys can have some of your own fun if you play the game. But the faster option is to ignore Ambrose. And I'll just... I think running away is faster, or maybe it's about the same. I don't actually remember, because some of these dialogues, I've been tweaking the dialogue to be worded a bit better, or just have more words to them, so it's not going too fast. I say as this stream is only just now broken an hour, even with the hold-ons. But a lot of it is sort of just like, each day I'll just go back, read some of the stuff again, and figure out like how to change it, what I want to change. And so sometimes it's just like, you know, this stuff was written like 2-3 days ago, but then like some of the lines in it have been added like today. So I think saying it's like airship travel is faster. It's in like just a very minor amount of detail. I think remaining sound is faster, but obviously I want to encourage you guys to be able to play the game yourself. Mapura. Oh yeah, funny thing about Mapura is that her colors are backwards. Because it's supposed to be yellow on top, followed by orange, followed by red. But I mixed it up because, like I said, I'm trying to draw all the characters by memory. And so... I kind of just screwed that up there. And I guess holding option 1 is kind of just usually faster, but that's usually just because I weight the joke options towards the bottom. Scourge's design is mostly right, aside from the eyelashes. The eyeliner, rather. And then some of these are just like slightly design tweaked to, because, you know, like hindsight and all that with character design. But yeah, like Chouse is just like entirely designed from scratch for this. There's some routes that you see they're full body, but obviously, again, incentivizing people to play. But yeah, I kind of just had to come up with this on the spot and just try to figure out like what would work and what would convey their appearance. And I guess like sort of just unintentionally, not half intentionally rather, made them look like a Tumblr sexy man. It's a bit wackadoodie. Also, initially I had the layers set wrong so that when Chouse moves to the side here, they actually go over top Scourge and it looks really dumb. Also, Among Us. And also, the moving in from the left was a mistake, but I kept it in because it was so funny. Actually, it's a bathrobe. This is supposed to be a bathrobe. Yeah, that's fair, Ravi. He circled around the bar, despite the fact that if you go back, it's kind of implied that it's meant to be blocked off on that side. I also had to reword this to say, I'll see if there's some in the back, other than like, I think it's originally, I'll see if I've got some in the back, and it's like, I don't want to imply that they're just jerking off screen. because I know that you nerds are gonna think that, and it's like I'm gonna at least reword it a bit, because otherwise they're gonna make that joke. Also, if I recall, I think currently the number of characters who have different emoticons is Scourge has the most, followed by Ash, followed by Chouse, followed by Ambrose. Scourge just has 1,000,000 because I'm very stupid and just do a lot of subtleties, but so I just go with like 1,000,000 facial expressions. And then Ash just has double of all of her expressions because of Impura. To be fair, Chouse also has a lot of expressions because I couldn't figure out how to get layered images working, so that this image right here is actually just a separate image that's just cut off. So they're standing at the bar. I did a lot of jury rigging to get this working because I've been learning Ren'Py as I've been using it. It's a bit of a mess, but you know, it is what it is. I just love Scourge's facial expressions is shifting, and she's just like, what the fuck did you say to them? It's so good. But, yeah. I guess that's it. I don't know what they mean by Mr. Pez either. Yeah, I guess it's just gonna be a short stream because I'm very tired and I don't know if I'm gonna be able to commit any mental energy to anything else. We'll put on a song. I muted the audio. There you go. Yeah, short stream, unfortunately, but you know, it's for a daily thing. So, you know, thank you for watching. I can now show the game off at any point. I don't need to just pretend like it's not a thing I've been working on. And I'll continue working on it, I guess. Do you guys have any suggestions or whatever? I don't know. Just tell me. Maybe I'll make like a... This is really loud. I might make a separate channel for Peaceful Purgatory stuff. So if you have any suggestions or feedback or whatever, just yell at me, I guess. They have the logo in the server announcements. Really all it's missing is the really dumb, pretentious scratch text I wrote. Yeah, that is Willow. I kinda asked that to you, too, as well as Abby. Because I was trying to figure out, like, who would be best for that. And then someone said that Chouse would be... I don't know if they said Chouse would be very chaotic or not. Oh, you mean the signature? Yeah. Because there's a few options. A lot of people said Misu, but, like, I don't want to have Mon-Mona characters in here. I think that kind of defeats the purpose of being a, you know, literal peaceful purgatory for all of my D&D characters who either just don't have a story public or have not had a finished story. Some people said Moxie, which Moxie is kind of just in a weird quasi state because like she was made for D&D, then she's gonna be put into Mon-Mona. Like obviously, like the Namro family is like super part of Mon-Mona's plot, but yeah, Moxie's in the game. Yeah, I sort of just went through various different options, and then I went with Chouse, because I thought Chouse would be a really funny bartender. please tell me you're not just now picking up on it about the fact that there's a Miss M and there's a violin there. But anyway. I mean, Caesar already said it out loud twice. Not, like, explicitly, but they posted the Moxie emote. So I was like, yeah, it's probably obvious that it's meant to be Moxies in this game. Yeah, Miss M, it's Misu. Anyway, I'm just sort of just sitting here just rambling forever and ever and ever. But thanks for watching. I'll be in the call, I guess, hanging out. To be fair, Abby, her initial build was a violin, and then she got the Warhammer. I could put that in as well. Maybe she'll just have it on her for whenever she's introduced. I think that would actually be pretty funny. But anyway, thanks for watching. Itch.io link in server announcements. Honestly, I think it's funnier that I did not mute my microphone. I'm just sitting here in silence.